Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a card that you can get for $5 or even less, but can have very high upside in the future. Before we do get started and jump into the card that I'd like to talk about today, make sure you do consider hitting that subscribe button and turning the bell notifications button on so you never miss a future video, and even drop a like and a comment saying what players you've been picking up or what players you think will be a good investment in the future. Alright, so the card we're going to be jumping in and talking about today is this 2019-2020 Matisse Thybulle Rated Rookie Optic. Now, as of right now, I personally do not have any of this card in my collection to start investing in, start flipping, but they are currently on the way. I did just go out and pick up a lot of 12 on eBay for about $30 after shipping and after tax. I have seen listings for this card currently on eBay, just a single card, not a lot of them, just one card, for around, $4, $5, $6 is what you can get them for. Obviously, if you buy in more bulk, then the seller is going to give you a deal. That's why I was able to grab 12 of them for, I think the listing price was like 25, and then after shipping and fees, it came out to around 30. So 25, 12, that's only a little over $2 a card, which is like great. So like, even if, this card is a complete bust in the future, you spent what? A little over $2 on each card, so it's not going to be a complete disaster. But if it is to take off, start skyrocketing, and like the PSA 10s start to have value and potentially even PSA 9s later down the road, you can have a very high upside for only paying a little over $2 for a card. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and jump over to PSA's website to take a look at the pop reports for this Matisse Thybulle Optic card. If you don't know what the pop reports are, it's just basically the amount of cards that have been graded for that specific card, and then PSA breaks them down into the number of 10s that came back, number of 9s, number of 8s, and all the rest that have been graded for that card, and it shows you it all nice and neat on this list that you can go and search on PSA, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So when you're on PSA's main website, you can go and click on Pop Reports right to the right of the PSA logo at the top, and it'll bring you to this page where you can go ahead and search your card in the search bar. So I already did this, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on this to save some time. And it'll bring you to all the sets related to your search. Now we're going to click on the first one because that's the one we're looking for. And it shows you that there is 1,927 cards in that set, but that's including all the variants. So if I scroll down, you can see, Trae Young's got the blue, purple stars, white sparkle. It shows you all the variants, so that's why that number is so high for just one set. Now, if we scroll down to 192, that is the number of the Matisse Thybulle card. You can see there is only 4 variants. We have the regular base, the autographed purple stars, the hollow, and the orange. And all the way to the right, you can see the total number of cards that have been graded for each variant. And then, the number of 9s, number of 8s, number of 10s that have came back for that card. So if we go ahead and we look at the orange Matisse Thybulle, we can see there has only been 1 graded, and it came back at 10. There's only been 1 graded of the hollow. It came back at 10. There's been actually 2 graded of the autographed purple stars. 1 came back at 10. 1 came back at 9, and then the one we're looking at today, there has only been 1 graded and 1 came back at 10. Now, these numbers might not be updated due to everything going on in the world. PSA had to shut down, obviously, for a couple of weeks, most like a lot of the other businesses. I don't know exactly what grading company, but I know one didn't shut down. And I'm not looking at those other grading companies today, the numbers that have been sent to those. I'm just looking specifically at PSA. Now, again, these numbers might not be updated with everything going on in the world. They did have to shut down. But even when they do update them, if they update them, if any more were sent in over those couple of weeks, I doubt that, these numbers skyrocket to, a couple hundred or even into the thousands, maybe like to 10, 20, 30, if that. But if you are out there looking, for this card graded, you're most likely not going to find one. There is only one right now, as we can see, and it's not on eBay. I already looked. I did not look at the other variants. Those could potentially be up on eBay, but again, there is only one of those 2. So if anything, I'm guessing people are either holding them or saving them for a personal collection. Now, if you do have a couple of cards like I did, go pick up those 12, that lot. If you do have some of these cards or you're planning on picking them up to send them in to get graded, and they do come back like a 9 or 10, you have a very good opportunity or chance to just post them for, a price that may be more expensive than what the card is actually worth, since there aren't many posted on eBay or Mercari or Facebook Marketplace or wherever you're planning on selling them. So you might be able to get a better deal and more money out of what it's actually worth, since people don't know what it's actually worth right now, and there is no market price for this card. Now, again, I think this card can have very high upside. It could also be a bust. Matisse Thybulle is new in the league, obviously first-year rookie, but his defensive skills were there. A lot of talk were surrounding that. He reached up to 80 steals in the 2019 to 2020 season. Again, the 2019-2020 season was cut short because of everything going on in the world, so those stats might not even be updated as well. He also averaged, I think it was like only 5 points per game, which isn't a lot at all. He got like 250, 260, I think, points on the season. So it's not a lot at all points-wise, comparing to someone like Trae Young, who I think got 1,600-ish points. I looked it up right before this. Again, those stats might not be updated, but his defensive ability was there. He had 80 steals, I believe, and Trae Young had like 76, 77. And there was a lot of articles, a lot of talk about, you know, a young, good defensive player coming out of Matisse Thybulle in the future. Also, Matisse Thybulle being on the 76ers, a hot team right now, talking about them, you know, with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Joel Embiid, you know, one of the top stars, talking about, you know, right up there next to maybe Giannis and John Morant. I don't know, whoever you want to, you know, compare them to. And then also you got Ben Simmons on there too. All three of them are, you know, good together, especially if Matisse Thybulle isn't as known as those other two, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. But with all this hot talk surrounding the 76ers, more and more people starting to watch them, more and more people starting to watch Embiid and Simmons, they're going to start recognizing, you know, Matisse's gameplay and seeing that, which will start to increase his cards, which will give you the opportunity, if you go out now, get this card for cheap, you can have more upside when people start going out buying more and more cards, allowing you to sell for a higher price than what you bought it for right now. I do think this is a good opportunity, especially because these cards, like I said, I paid a little over $2 when you buy a lot. Now, if you're going out and you just want to, you know, buy one card, you're not going to have that good of an opportunity to get that one card graded back a 9 or a 10 because it is only one card. But if you're going out, you're spending 25, 30-ish bucks right now, you're getting a lot of 12, a lot of 15. You have a good chance that even one or two will come back at 10, which, you know, down the road could pay for that whole lot and get you a decent amount of profit. And the upside is there because paying, you know, $250 for a raw card, spending, you know, 10, 11 bucks to get it graded with some shipping, and in the future it could be worth up to $100, $200. Whoever knows how this guy could be the next star in the league. It's a very high upside right now. Instead of waiting, you know, 2-3 weeks, or when the NBA season does come back and he starts playing better, starts playing good with Ben Simmons, with Joel Embiid, and his cards start shooting up maybe upwards of like, you know, $10, $11, $12 per graded card, when you can literally get like a lot of 10 for 10 bucks right now. So you have a good opportunity to go out and get a low ball card, a low cost card on a player that has very high potential in this league. I do want to jump over to eBay really quickly and just show you some of the deals or some of the bids that are going up right now. If we switch this over to auction and ending soonest, we'll see if what you can get right now lot wise for this card. You can see one's ending in a day for $1 right now with 55-cent shipping for one. But again, that is a risk if you're going out. Again, it's only $1, but you know, you most likely won't come back at 10. It looks in pretty decent condition from this far picture. I'm not going to click on it though because we're looking for those lots. You can even try throwing, you know, the word lot up in the search bar, and more might come back. You know, you have one right here ending in roughly 14 hours that has 4 of the bases, which are the ones that I just picked up, but also has a Mojo Prism in there too, a variant of the card. If we go back, we can try to find some more. Here's another one ending in a day 17. That's a lot of 8, I believe. Yep, a lot, or 9, a lot of 9. We keep scrolling through. There's all singles. Here's a lot of 3 for 99 cents. There's a silver in there, but that's also ending in 4 days. So again, there's not a lot on here. If you want to switch it over to buy now, you might be able to find a lot of buy now, and you can even just go to best match. It might give you a better one. Here's one right now. I actually have this watching right now, and he sent me an offer. This is a lot of 21, and there's some purples, silvers, and a bunch of base, and even a blue in there. So that could even be a good investment if you wanted to grab that. There is a lot of potential and opportunity for one of those to come back at 10. Most likely one of those. They all looked in good condition when I looked at it. I don't know if I'm going to buy it or not because it is kind of, you know, expensive for just raw cards right now for me. But it's still a good opportunity. I also want to jump into this Matisse Thybulle Prism card. It's different from, obviously, the Optic. This one I want to jump in and talk about because there are actually some PSA 10s of this, and you can get this for fairly cheap as well. Like right here, you can buy a silver right now for 14 bucks, so that's like really good. You can get another silver right now, buy now for 4 bucks, which is like good, and the bases are even cheaper than that. If I switch this over and I search PSA 10, I go to all listings, and again, we want to click on sold and completed. If you don't know how to do this, you're a beginner watching this, make sure you do go check out my most recent video. I'll show you how to, find good deals on eBay and stuff. I'll link it right here for you guys. So we're looking at the most recently sold. We see a silver sold for 115. A PSA 10 of this Panini Prism for Matisse Thybulle just sold for 44. That's just the base if you're looking into that. So that just recently sold on May 14th, a couple days ago. So 44 bucks, that's not bad investment at all. Another silver here for 140, another one for 110, another one that was best offer. So you can see that they aren't super high price right now. Silvers might be a little bit higher, obviously, because it's a silver, but the base you can go out and get probably 3 for the same price as 1 silver. So that's not bad investment at all. Alright guys, well that's it for this video. I just wanted to jump on and show you a card that you can get for literally $5 or less, and if you buy in bulk, even less than $5, that can have very high potential and very high upside in the future if Matisse Thybulle starts to show his potential in the league. If you do have any questions, make sure you do leave them down below, and even drop a comment saying who you think you should invest in right now, who would be a good investment for the future. Even drop a like on this video, and if you aren't already, make sure you do hit that subscribe button and turn the bell notifications button on so you never miss a future video. With all that being said, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and peace.